columns. It'll show your current pipeline, your commission per stage, the quarter, projections, sales closing the next week. And then it's got your pipeline down here, which is submitted, and then your transaction pipeline of unsubmitted. And then you can customize this. Like, there's all sorts of things you can do to kind of make this look different. And then you'll just have different things. So like today's events, like things going on with your files will kind of track over here. As your processors work on your files, anytime that they do anything, anytime you do anything with the file, you should make a note or a comment on it so that everyone's tracking together and you can see the most recent information. Up top here we've got the home screen, and then there's accounts and contacts, right? Accounts, contacts, leads, transactions, and tasks. Anytime that you do anything in Salesforce, you're going to go to accounts, click new account. So we're not going to do anything in contacts unless you already have an account associated for it. So as you can see here, account is like a person guarantor that's like an investor. Borrower entity, that's their LLC. Broker, if it's like a brokerage company or a person. An investor, we're never going to really use that, or you guys won't. That's more like if we've got an investor behind us that we're using the money to fund soft loans. That's what that would be. Other person, referral sources, and vendors, right? So title company, appraisers, etc., etc., etc. So if you're Danielle, do you have the information on that particular transaction? You want me to start putting the information on it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with borrower, person guarantor, click next. What's their first name, last name?
It's gonna be Julie Hill. I gotta pull up their app.
And give me your phone number, email address.
Okay. Okay. So, phone number is 903-570-9860.
Their email address?
Okay, Julie at habitudestage.com. H-A-B.
What is it? H-A what?
B-I-T-U-D-E. S-T-Y-S.com.
Habitude?
That's the name of their LLC.
That's the name of their short-term rental company. Habitude Stage, is that what it is?
Right.
Are they in Tyler, Texas? No, 3's Tyler, Texas, is it?
They're in Arvada, Colorado.
Must be from Tyler, Texas.
Was it referred by anybody?
Nope, that was self-generated.
All right, cool. So typically, when it comes to a person or guarantor, I ignore all the other information. I just do first name, last name, phone, email. Look, I've got so many things going on. I'm all in this for efficiency, so I'm going to do the least amount possible. That's what I need. That gives me all the information that I'm going to need on a day in, day out basis. Everything else doesn't really matter to me, right? Because we're going to have individual loan applications and whatnot. So I just do first name, last name, phone, email. You can fill in the information, number of properties owned if you know, or the number of flips that they've done. But again, all that's going to be on like your application or whatever anyway. So I created a new account for Julie Hill, right? And so now I'm on her page. Do you have the name of her LLC?
Yes, it's Habitude Stage LLC.
So now I'm going back to new account, borrower entity, right? So it's going to be her LLC. And you said it's Habitude Stage
Yes.
LLC?
Yes.
Save that. And then this should link to. So you see where it says referred by? I'm going to put Julie Hill. And it's going to link to her, right? So now we've got Julie's account, and we've also got her LLC, and then you've got transactions, right? So this is what it shows you, like details, related history, got her name, phone number, email address, or basic information, right? Then I'm going to go into new and transactions. So here's like the main page for like a person's account. So if they had multiple transactions, you'll see like all their transactions listed here. General notes on that person, files, right? So there's going to be two sets of files, like your corporate docs and then your deal specific docs. Your corporate docs and all that right, or your entity docs, is going to be saved in a master file, and that way it doesn't need to be reloaded or repopulated anytime you do another deal with them. It's always there auto-populate. Right, so we're going to do a transaction here. New. Is it a bridge, fix and flip, new construction, residential, rental portfolio, or rental single asset? Anything else?
It's a rental single asset.
Okay. So, what's the address on it? The transaction name right here is always going to be the full address of the property.
Okay, it is 122 Quail Roost Drive, Crosby, Tennessee 37722.
Okay, so we've got transaction name, account name, Habitude Stays, right? So that's the actual LLC. Guarantor is going to be Julie Hill. Do you know the name of the escrow or the closing company?
They're going to use ours,
Okay.
so whatever that would mean. So I think titles and something. Titles and land and titles. You told me earlier.
It's a title clearing and escrow.
Title clearing and yeah. That's it.
Do you have a... And what I did there for escrow closing agent, I already have Kimberly Lincoln of title clearing and escrow in our system. So when I typed that in, when I typed in title clearing and escrow, it gave me the option just to select first. Do they have an insurance agent?
Yes, this is a refi, so they did send me their insurance. Let me pull that up.
So Danielle, when you're talking to people about their insurance agent, always mention to them that we have our own insurance guy that strictly works with real estate investors, which is Bob's son, Hayden. Hayden
One of them.
one of them, yeah. Hayden is the only good insurance agent I've ever seen. He's the only one that seems to know how to do his job and do it right, and do it well, quickly, and efficiently on a consistent basis every single time.
Okay. Yeah, this is a refi. They already have it in place, and they have like 12 other rental properties.
Okay, so do you have the name, email, and phone number of their insurance agent?
Okay, so let me. I have the policy. Let me see that on here. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
So that would be a portfolio policy, Danielle. You should encourage them to check it out.
Yeah.
No one has ever beat him on a portfolio insurance policy, ever.
Actually, this is just for the one property, not for the whole portfolio of their properties, because they're scattered out in different states.
Doesn't that's perfect for what Hayden does. Just let them know that you have an insurance guy out there that does blanket policies. That is, it takes about a month and a half to 2 months to underwrite it, but once they're in, it's going to be the best insurance policy they ever get.
Okay, and so they can do that even if their loan is not a portfolio loan?
They would use it for their entire portfolio
Portfolio
of all their properties.
Okay, but it doesn't matter if their loans are separate?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So here, back to that name, email, phone number of the insurance agent.
Sorry. Yes, so, your agent, Summit Risk Advisors LLC.
Okay, so check it out, right? I'm in and this is kind of the pain in the ass of Salesforce. When I went to select an insurance agent on this file, it opened up a new contact, right? But if you remember what I said I can't create a contact without having an account. So I can put his first name, last name, but it won't let me save it. It's going to give me an error message unless I have an account, right? So I'm going to do new account for the insurance guy or for his vendor, right?
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the insurance company?
Okay, Summit Risk Advisors.
Okay. Insurance company.
And then,
Okay, and then, so that was real quick and easy. We already had them in the system, so I just put Summit Risk Advisors. Now his first name, last name.
okay, now that, I don't have the direct agent's name I have his phone, I have an insurance company's phone number on here, not the agent.
Elmer Fudd.
Okay, so they didn't give you, they didn't actually give you the name of the person?
No, they just need a policy.
In other words, they don't actually have an insurance agent. They're just dealing with some faceless company.
Yeah.
You should definitely apply to get a quote from Hayden.
That's just a value add thing, you know, that's all it is.
It's actually having the same person on the other end that's looking out for you instead of just whoever answers the phone or call up. And Hayden's probably gonna beat him on pricing. So you don't have what's that email number or whatever?
So this is what I can't copy and paste an image in here. Okay. Oh. I'm sorry, Andrew. What was the question?
I need an email and a phone number for the insurance company.
Okay, I don't have email, but I can just look that number.
Okay, go for it.
And this is the corner still. Okay. Phone number is 770-386-7859. See if the website is. Oh, I have an email. It's mark@summitthriftadvisors.com. Mark McGinnis is the agent.
There you go.
There we go. Google. I love the world.
Is that actually their agent or is that just an agent at Summit?
This is their agent because
Okay.
on their policy it says your agent,
Mark.
listed by return and the address, so I looked up that specific location.
Got it. All right, so check it out. So we've got this is the new transaction. I've got the full address, the name of their LLC, the guarantor, the escrow agent is Kim, the insurance agent is Mark. Loan purchase, it's a cash out refinance, right?
Right.
So you get the option to purchase, no cash out refi, or delayed purchase. A delayed purchase is something that's really an awesome value add in our industry, guys, and there's a ton of money in it, right? So what a delayed purchase means is an investor bought a property all cash. Now you're coming in and doing the mortgage for them as if they're getting the mortgage for the first time, right? So it's called a delayed purchase. They bought a property free and clear. There's no lien, there's nothing on the property. It's just a clean, easy deal. Now you're giving them their money back, right? So you're giving them their 80%. It's treated as a rate and term, right? So you can do up to 80% of the rate and term, and it's not considered a cash out refi. Does that make sense? Rental, single asset. What's the LTV that you're targeting?
Andrew, repeat that last part. What percentage can you go up to?
Regarding what? Yeah.
Delayed financing, what percentage can you go up to?
You can treat it kind of like a regular purchase. So for the most part, you can do up to 80%.
Okay, gotcha.
Some banks like CVC may do 75. I mean, just check, but for the most part, it's no different than a purchase. So if the bank will do 80% on a purchase, they'll usually do a delayed purchase at 80% as well. Danielle, what is the LTV?
It's 75.
Okay.
Okay, so when you were talking
Real quick, who's your processor?
Tashay?
Gotcha.
Okay. When we were talking to, was it Alex at Constructive?
Yeah.
Okay. When we were conference call late with him, delayed financing on this, delayed financing,
Delayed purchase.
that had been brought up in that conversation, because there are no loans on this property. They bought it with cash.
Okay. Did they rehab it or?
No.
Okay. When did they buy it?
So I don't know if
When did they buy it?
May of this year.
So you have constructed maybe 3 months on a delayed purchase.
Okay. Maybe that's fine. You have to do this again.
No, so it looks like, according to this, delayed purchase cut off in 6 months.
What would be the disadvantage of doing that versus a cash out refi?
So if you're doing a delayed purchase, the loan is going to be off of the purchase price paid for it. If you're doing a cash out refi, it's going to be off of the appraised value after 6 months.
Okay, so we want to do cash out refi. Okay.
What has it gone up in value in the last 6 months?
Yeah, well, they bought it for $319 and the appraised value is $350.
Okay. So yeah, we'll leave it as a cash out refi. Stage is going to be full intake, right? Or are they moving forward or? Okay. Yeah, so full intake. So if you look at the stage, right, you've got like hold, that's a file that's just in hold, application, full intake, pre-underwriting, estimated term sheet, submission, lender underwriting, gathering conditions, term sheet, funding audit. Your processor will kind of move the loan along through these process, like through this phase right here, right? And it'll automatically calculate profitability right there.
What does that indicate?
The likeliness of closing. So as you get closer and closer, the profitability of the loan closing goes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you've got like your split right there, valuation order date, contract end date, lock expiration date, estimated close date. Now, this is the one that we got back the appraisal done on, right?
Yes, correct.
So we're gonna put this for the 7th. Call it the 7th there.
Wow, that's not a problem.
So again, then after back to the address. Yeah, so you're talking. We're gonna try and get it done the next 2 weeks, man. So remember, you got an appraisal. So I quote people a week and a half to 2 weeks after getting back to the appraisal. It's not necessarily the case. It could be 3 months, depending on what underwriting puts digging into you, right? And then they're not going to let up until your loan is closed. So property address, right? And this is just kind of repetitive from the top. I'm just going to start deleting the information as I grab it. See. Look on the home, right?
It's a duplex, but it's a single family home, yes. Oh, it's a 2 to 4 unit. Yeah, 2 to 4 units. Sorry.
Okay. And two units, right?
Yes.
What was the purchase price?
319.
As is value?
350.
Do you know what the taxes and the insurance are on it?
I do. I got pull it up on my mortgage calculator. Hold on. I believe the taxes are 1,080, but it's
Great freaking day.
Oh man, damn it. Hold on, I can get it. I think I did it with another one. I didn't save it. I have it right here. Open the first file. Alright. It is taxes are 1,080.
Insurance?
Insurance is, I gotta go back to their sheet and do some math. Everything's going on. Monthly taxes and insurance. Monthly taxes and insurance. Oh, that's right, it was $888 per year for the insurance. I remember that, okay.
So guys, I mentioned this before, I'll say it again. I don't ever input property management fee, right? Because I don't ever include that in my numbers that I send in the underwriter, so that I don't want that to go against my debt service coverage ratio. Is there an HOA?
No.
Alright, this is a short-term rental, right?
It is, yes, but we were doing it as a long-term rental.
Okay. Where were market rents on it again?
5,025.
Okay. So pay off amount of 0, right? And we got loan terms is going to be, and again, sorry, Max put the name of the gemstones, guys. I'm sorry. So starting out, you have no idea what emerald, platinum, silver, diamond, ruby, gold is. Honestly, neither do I. Right? So I know platinum is Kiavi, emerald is Pier Street. Silver, I think, is PVC. I don't know who diamond, ruby, or gold is.
The 3.0, Lenny 3.0.
Wonderful 3.0 says who they are, yes. But this is going through constructive, right?
Yes, yeah.
Going to constructive. What did we price up the loan?
Our base rate, okay, well, we're going 7.5 is what we're doing.
Okay.
We're actually 7.5.
And then loan amount, so if we do 350,000 times 0.75.
It was 256.
By the way, I already ran, it's 252,500.
Okay, they only need 256, but, doesn't matter, I mean, I don't know.
They only want 256?
They probably would want to actually go to the highest amount, so let's just go to 262.5.
Okay.
They want to get out as much as they can, so.
So, all right, 2,500. 30-year amortized, right?
You have a 6 in there. Yeah, 30-year.
54321 prepay. Lien position first. What are you charging them?
2.
And then next step.
So you don't put in any of the other stuff, the other costs?
No, that'll get auto populated. So anything here in fees aside from the 2% or cost of funds, right? Or yield spread that you're processing, underwriting fee, all that will automatically be input by the system.
Is BPL Mortgage Trust Optimus's AMC?
No, BPL Mortgage Trust is the white label name for Constructive. So any loans that we do for Constructive doesn't say Constructive on it. It says BPL Mortgage Trust. So no one ever knows that the name of the bank that we're sending their mortgage through is Constructive. It just shows up as BPL Mortgage Trust, which no one knows what BPL Mortgage Trust is. Here under lead source, right? So you can put like where your lead came from, right, for personal tracking. So this is a personal lead. If you go to cancel a lead, right, like a transaction is not moving forward, you're gonna cancel in the system. You have to put a cancellation reason, right? So Salesforce won't let you actually change the loan status right here. It's canceled. It'll give you an error message without you putting a cancellation reason. So just be aware of that as you kind of move through the loan. Occupancy status. Does she have leases in place on it right now?
No. Well, no, she doesn't. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me think. Oh, I'm getting my borrower mixed up. No.
So it's vacant.
Well, it's an STR, really, both sides. So.
How many?
You know what? I'm so sorry. She did say she's been renting it since June of this year.
So she's got tenants in place.
Well, it's an STR, so.
So she's using. So is she renting it, or is she using it as a short-term rental?
She's using it as a short-term rental.
Okay. How many months of history does she have so far as a short-term rental?
Herself or the property?
Property.
That property has.
On it May.
The previous owners, I think, was doing something. Hold on. Oh, okay, yeah. She said it hadn't been rented out by the previous owner. The guy only STR'd one side and lived in the other. But she didn't tell me for how long.
How long has she had it on the platform for?
Since June of this year.
July, August, September. Okay, so she's got 4 to 5 months of history on it. Okay. Does she own other short-term rental properties?
Oh my gosh, yes, like 12.
Okay. All right, cool.
This makes it 12.
So we're gonna have to talk through with Alex on how to structure this.